Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike, flightsim. Are you having trouble with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 or 2020 and you're experiencing screen tearing when you're looking around? It's not that smooth. Well, then this might be the solution for you. And also this approach is for VR. And I will show you all of that in this video. Just before we continue with the video, a quick heads up. If you're looking to upgrade your VR experience, this might be the headset to beat. It features ultra-sharp 2880 by 2880 resolution per eye, glass aspheric lenses with a large sweet spot and 35 pixels per degree for incredibly clear vision. You also get a variable refresh rate, manually adjustable IPD from 58 to 72 mm and foveated rendering fixed 2.0 to optimize performance. So if you're coming from a Quest 3 or a Reverb G2 or maybe a Pico 4, this is a serious step up. Don't forget to use my promo code FlightSim at checkout to get 3% off for a new Pimax Crystalite or a Crystal Super. Click the link in the description and let's continue with the video. So to do that, we first have to go into the settings and then go to advanced options, developer mode, switch that one on. Going back in here, debug, and then display FPS and resume. Let it set up for a moment and you will see that I'll get about 100 FPS. Also while looking around, and there are no stutters. And also my VRAM, as you can see here at the bottom, is only 4.6 gigabytes out of the 9-ish gigabytes that I have available with my 3080. How to achieve this? In 2D. And this same approach is effective for VR. So first of all, this is 100 FPS. And this is what I get with my settings. So I'm going to turn off the FPS counter for a moment. So this is graphics for 2D. I'm running it on a monitor. It's 1920 by 1080. DLSS super resolution imbalanced using FSR3. On plus boost, 50% monitor refresh rate, dynamic settings set to 50, and then terrain level of detail and all the other settings, high to medium, high settings. Even got my volumetric clouds at ultra, and I got a 2K shadow maps, contact shadows off, and basically that's what I have set to get the 100 FPS. Now, why 100 FPS? Well, this is about the maximum that I can get. I can get lower on other settings, but I don't want to sacrifice those settings. I don't want to go low on buildings and trees and plants. So this is basic my main settings to get the best graphic quality out of the sim with my system. If you have a higher end GPU, higher end CPU, you might go anything higher. So these are my settings. It's just for me. So this is what I can achieve. Now, why 100 FPS? Well, you have to make sure that your FPS, if I'm gonna put it back on and then gonna go back to the sim again, let it settle. And you see it goes up until we reach 100 FPS. So the 100 FPS has to match your refresh rate of your monitor. So to go there, just click somewhere on the desktop or go to Windows System Settings. You go to your display settings, choose your main display. For me, that's the 1080p display. Go to Advanced Display Settings, and I've set my refresh rate here because it goes to 144, but I've set it to 99.93, so that's close to 100. So preferable, your FPS should be a little bit higher than your refresh rate of your monitor. When you've set that, you have to go to your Nvidia app. First of all, we go to drivers. So this is the latest version, but I'm not on the latest version. I am on 566.36. If you have a 30 or 40 series card, then 566.36 is the best driver for you to use. It's less on VRAM. It's overall just one of the best drivers out there. Right, now we go to our graphic settings and then for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So here you find all your settings that you have in the sim as well. For DLSS, I have to set this in the Nvidia Profile Inspector. So preset K and FSR 3.0. So that's all been set in the Nvidia Profile Inspector. I won't go into that in this video. So low latency mode is off, max frame rate set is off, and monitor technology, for me this one was on G-Sync compatible, because I've got a G-Sync compatible or G-Sync monitor. But you have to set it on the fixed refresh rate, because these two do global auto, prefer maximum performance for the game. Yep, that's good. Texture filtering, negative LOD bias allow. Vertical sync, V-Sync, set that one to on. Not use the 3D application setting, but set it to on in the Nvidia app or in your Nvidia control panel. And now that if you have dialed in your graphic settings according to your refresh rate, now everything is super smooth. Now if we go back into the settings app here, you will see that V-Sync is off in the sim, but it is on in the Nvidia app. And that's a very important one. And then use the fixed refresh rate instead of a G-Sync. Now for VR, I'm on performance, 50% sharpening, exposure compensation, a little bit off, but that's to your likings. Reprojection mode is off. I don't use foveated rendering. My world scale, Nvidia Reflex low latency, on plus boost, dynamic settings. Click it once more to 40. And that is what I can get in the sim. That's 40 FPS. And then you go to your global rendering quality. So here we set the terrain level of detail 145, precasing is high, displacement matchmaking is off, and then building trees, plants, and grass all medium, object level of detail 100. Volumetric clouds are here on high. I can even set it to ultra, but high is good enough. And I think in the video you will see later that I say it's on ultra, but it is on high. That was my mistake. Then all these other settings are just for me to get my preferred FPS in the sim. And for the Pimax crystal light, here are my display settings, or device settings. I'm on the latest firmware. I'm running it 50 Hz for my room light. Refresh rate is 90 Hz upscaled. So it's gonna upscale. It's going to downscale it first to 2160 and then upscale it back to the resolution, to the native resolution, 2880 by 2880. And I downscale that again back to 2400. That will give me the best result with my system. Render quality at 0.70. I'm using Pimax Central Priority Rendering. Preference is performance. So that is the fixed foveated rendering. Pimax OpenXR quad views. I'm using quad views in Pimax XR. So let's see how all this works in VR. And we're using the OpenXR toolkit to show our FPS and also the VRAM usage. So we're in VR now and we're flying at low photon Norway. It's not a very demanding scenery, but so beautiful, especially during sunset and in the summertime. Wintertime it's all white. But as you can see, I'm getting 37, 36 FPS, 12.2, 13 milliseconds, and the VRAM is only 6.1 gigabyte here. And this is with recording in VR, guys. So at about 8 to 10 FPS do the 36 and you will have my my normal FPS when I'm flying without recording. And this is absolutely beautiful. So over the weekend, during the weekend, I had some problems. I couldn't reach any dials in here. It was so blurry, and I was still at on the performance mode for DLSS. And a few days before that, everything was good. But I found out that when I changed a video driver to the latest Nvidia driver, which wasn't working for me because that one had a much higher VRAM usage than the older one that I'm using now. I'm on 566.36, and that's for me the best video driver without any issues at all. So if you are on a 30 or 40 series card, roll back to 56636, dial in your settings again, and you're good to go. Well, basically that's what I did. I rolled back to 566.36, used DDU, display driver uninstaller, did a clean install with Nvidia clean install, but I missed I think 2 or 3 settings when I dialed in my settings again, and that made everything look blurry. I didn't get the FPS that I wanted. And now that everything is tuned again, I'm a happy camper. Everything is good. So I'm getting some weather up here, and that is also causing the FPS to drop a little bit. But still everything is really smooth. See, when I look at the weather, it goes to 33. When I look this way, it's going back up to 36. So as you can see, clouds are a real FPS killer. But still, this is very good. So now that I've dialed all my settings back in, everything is fine again. Everything is sharp. It's good. It's where I was before switching Nvidia driver.
Hello, Mike, got the traffic inside.
As we hear the ATC, that's say intentions. Thanks for watching, and feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. That will help me out a lot. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and it will help the algorithm to push this video out to many other users who are struggling with a smooth and stuttery or a non-smooth and stuttery flight sim, and help them to make it smoother. Alright guys, and I'm gonna say bye bye for now, and see you later in the next video.